and so forth to support the student athletes. So thank you very much for the great support you give to all of our student athletes. I want to thank all of our outstanding coaches for the job that they do. Their day extends well beyond the hours of the school day and through preseasons and night practice and so forth, weekend practice. So thank you very much to all of our coaches. A huge congratulations to all of our student athletes who are here tonight getting their varsity letters and awards. They're student athletes because they certainly are students first. They have to excel in the classroom before they can excel on the athletic fields. And also a huge thank you to our Boosters program. This night is sponsored and run by the Boosters with all of their generosity. So I'm going to round of applause for our athletic boosters. And at this time, it's my pleasure to turn the program over to our athletic director, Mrs. Jen Hamill.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Certainly appreciate everyone coming. This is a great night. Always love to celebrate our athletes, so thank you so much. Tonight, our program booklet is dedicated to Maddie Bain, who tragically passed away earlier this year. Maddie played JV girls co-op ice hockey with East Bridgewater and was one of the driving forces behind getting the JV girls ice hockey team started. Maddie scored the first goal in team history. With her help and also the support of our WB boosters, this program was made possible and I know will continue to grow into a varsity sport. You know, we're so fortunate to have such a supportive Boosters Club program. I don't know if you know or not, but not only do they help fund our girls ice hockey program, they also help fund our freshman boys basketball team, and as well as our JV volleyball coach, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much to the WB Boosters. These programs, certainly, they would not exist without them. So just a little more pump me up. In fact, without, their help, the plaques you see here, the jackets, our senior plaques, these are all provided by our WB Boosters. So again, a ton of thanks to them. Thank you so much. So before I hand the mic over, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. I have a huge team of people that I would like to thank for their support because I could not do what I do without them. Dr. Oakley, Mr. Bodwell, Mrs. Page, our WB Boosters. We have Julie Hamblin and our staff who get our fields ready, every day for our teams to play. Our WB staff, Chris Iantelli, our YAA, Audra Robbins, our parents, our coaches, amazing coaches. We are so lucky here, and I am so lucky. Again, I could not do what I do without them. As Mr. Bodwell said, their hours go definitely beyond school time, classroom time, and they are working extremely hard, with your kids. And student athletes. How lucky am I? You guys are awesome. I'm new. You guys welcomed me, 100%, and it makes me feel great. I do what I do because of you. And I wish you, seniors, I wish you all the best of luck to go out there and do whatever it is you love what you do, and do what you love, because I certainly do. And for the rest of you, I'll see you in the fall. We do have a fall sports sign up in school this Thursday during Power Block, so if you are interested in playing a fall sport, please do so. Again, that is only with coaches. You do, in order to play in the fall, you do have to sign up on Family ID. So let's do this. So now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mrs. Shea, the president of our WB Boosters. She and the Boosters Club work tirelessly for our athletic programs and our student athletes. Between the bingo on Thursday nights, the golf fundraiser, which I was fortunate enough to take part of, which was so much fun. I look to continue to do so and continue to support the WB Boosters in that way. Their efforts, your efforts, thank you, thank you, thank you, do not go unnoticed. So again, a huge, huge thank you to our WB Boosters. And please join me in welcoming Mrs. Shea, the president of our Athletic Booster Club.
Good evening, everyone. So on behalf of the West Bridgewater Bridgewater Athletic Boosters Club and all of its members, I want to thank you all for coming out this evening. We're all here for the same reason, to acknowledge our varsity athletes and all that they have accomplished in the 2018-2019 school year. And impressive their accomplishments were. 18 Wildcat teams were MIAA tournament qualifiers, 7 teams were Mayflower Athletic Conference champions, not to mention the teams that brought home titles like Eastern Athletic Conference champions, Mass Folk Tech State champions, Division 8 South Sectional champions, and last but certainly not least, Cranberry League champions. Not bad for a school with 225 athletes, many of whom play several different sports. As amazing as these accomplishments are on the field, we'd be remiss if we did not also recognize the administration that makes all of the pieces fall into place, even when it rains all but 2 days in a month. The coaches who invest in our kids, and the parents, guardians, and maybe sometimes even Uber drivers that are willing to sit out in this parking lot out here and wait for that late practice to get out. And let's not forget the grandparents that are willing to drop off that uniform that didn't quite make it in the dryer the night before. They say it takes a village, and the Wildcat athletic community exemplifies that, in good times and in bad. For those of you that are attending tonight for the first time, the Athletic Boosters is a parent-run volunteer organization that has been active in raising funds for the high school for over 50 years. Our objective is to support our student athletes by supplying resources to the athletic program that the town appropriated budget cannot cover. Since September, we have donated over $30,000. These funds were used to help start programs for JV girls volleyball, freshman boys basketball, and JV girls ice hockey. Additionally, we're able to sponsor 8 student athletes to attend the Sportsmanship Summit at Gillette Stadium in the fall, provide stipends for coaches for end-of-the-year team celebrations, award $2,000 in scholarships, provide a new and much-needed Wildcat mascot. Just ask any student that was brave enough to wear it before we got that one. And as Ms. Hamill mentioned, purchase every single jacket and plaque that's awarded this evening. All of this wouldn't be possible without the parent volunteers that give their time and resources to make events like our Golf Classic, Car Wash, Snack Shack, and weekly bingo happen year after year. Without everyone's continued support, we'd have much higher user fees than we do and be paying out of pocket for the Letterman jackets received this evening, like most surrounding towns. Speaking of volunteers, I would love to ask that any parent that's worked the bingo office or helped with ticket sales at bingo this past year, just stand where you are for a minute. We'd like to just say thank you. Awesome. So stay standing. So more than that, yeah, they definitely deserve plaques for bingo for sure. How about those parents that volunteer with our car wash, or sold apparel at open house, or volunteered in the snack shack, or helped with the golf classic? Can you guys all please stand too? A lot more of you. I think people are being shy because we have at least 40 just bingo volunteers, so thank you all. They just really deserve a round of applause. So there are actually a few parents that we'd like to give special thanks to this evening, as their youngest athletes are graduating, and I'm thinking we probably won't be able to convince them to stick around after that. So these ladies have gone above and beyond. When I call your name, if you could please come up, we just have a little something to say thank you. First is Marian Dombrowski. This mom has been at bingo literally every Thursday, 50 weeks a year, for more years than I probably want to remind her of, because she might be regretting it. Her dedication has helped us keep our biggest source of fundraising income going, and we are truly grateful for that. Come on up, Marian, if you don't mind. Thank you. You guys can just stay standing. Just a little fun fact, bingo brings in about $30,000 a year for the athletes of this town. So if you have a few hours a month or a year even to spare to volunteer, it's really a small thing you can do that has a really big impact. Next, we have Christine Tartaglia. Although she retired as co-president last year, she has continued to help run our Golf Classic fundraiser, which, by the way, raised $8,000 I think that was 2 weeks ago now. And year after year has put countless hours into designing these lovely programs that you're holding in your hands this evening. Thank you, Christine, for all the hours you put in to make everything so extra special these last few years. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do without her and her graphic arts expertise, so if there's anybody out there that has that expertise, please come chat with me. Next we have Vanessa Sharkey. Vanessa prefers to work her magic behind the scenes, and I'm surprised I didn't get a really dirty look for calling her up here. But she's been part of the organization for many years, doing so much to support all of our fundraisers, and she was even brave enough to take on the snack shack that came along with our new all-purpose field, and has been doing it ever since. I know I personally am going to miss Vanessa's honest opinion when we're sitting around the table at our meetings. Last but not least is Fran Bedard. Fran is always willing to help wherever we need her, lending a hand at the car wash, helping us recruit players for our golf classic is one of her specialties, and always smiling at the window of the snack shack. Thanks, Fran, for your willingness to just do whatever we need. So one last round of applause for these parents. Thanks, guys. So since this will hopefully be my last year as president, I just want to take this opportunity to recognize that we understand that not every parent in this gym can attend meetings or volunteer on a regular basis. Some of you volunteer at your local soup kitchen or are trustees at the library or serve on the PTO, or perhaps you're still working the snack shack at the YAA field. We get this a lot to juggle these days. That said, if every family in this gym helped in some way, shape, or form, it would have a big impact on our athletic program. So whether you want to attend our next meeting to see what we're all about, or maybe run for vice president next year, in our upcoming election, I would just encourage you to swing by the table in the back just for 1 minute, and just give us your email address if you can. It's really just nothing but a commitment to stay informed. You can also follow us on Facebook. Even sharing information and sharing stuff about our fundraiser with your friends and family just has a giant impact on what we do. So if you could do that, that would be super. And I think we have a little free prize back there for anybody that throws the email address down. That would be great. Thank you all for listening, and congratulations to all the Wildcat athletes.
Well, thank you again, Nicole. We certainly appreciate all that you guys do. So now it's the time. We're here to celebrate our athletes, so let's do it. Again, if you could please keep, the talking down to a minimum. We're going to try to get this rolling through. So, and stay till the end. We certainly want to, celebrate every single athlete. So without any more ado, I'm going to pass it along to our first sport, which is golf with Steve Barrett.
Good evening. I was very proud of this year's golf team. If you look at the program, how young we were, yet we were able to qualify for the MIA tournament. When you've got 8th graders making all-conference honorable mention and freshmen, I think the future's bright. The biggest thing to me about golf as a sport, I don't really care whether you win or lose. How many people play golf in here? Put your hand up. Some days you really stink. Colleen, put your hand down. It's integrity. If you're in the middle of the woods and the ball moves, then you come out and say the ball moved. And this was the kind of team I never had to worry about. They were all gentlemen. They respected the people. They respected the course. They respected their opponents. So again, I was very proud of this group. And starting, I usually go the opposite direction. So it's going to be Tyler Bisbee, 8th grade, honorable mention, MAC All-Star. Tyler, hustle it up. Let's go. We got to get 9 holes in. Freshman, Zach Bellady, MAC All-Star. Freshman, Billy Bassett, first letter, did a great job, came a long way this year. Ben Astor. As you can see by the age of these people, we've got a bright future. I'm going to skip Jack for now because I don't like him. Kevin Weatherby, senior. And Anthony D'Agostino, senior. And I'm going to wait a second for the seniors because these two young men improved so much in the last 2 years, it's amazing. I make fun of them, and they can take it. They got better all the time, especially Anthony. Anthony, did I always make fun of you? Yes, you did. I did. But he got better every day. And seriously, I was so proud of these two in particular for what they did and how much they improved throughout their high school career. Had you seen them early on, you could not stand anywhere but behind them. You couldn't stand to the right or to the left. The safest place was on the green somewhere near the flag. But they really, really turned it around. And last but not least, junior captain, thank God, Jack Shea. Jack was a true team leader. I was always proud to have Jack represent us in the league. He's a true gentleman, and I really enjoyed him and enjoy the thought of him being on the team next year. So this is the 19, that's when I was born. 2018-2019 golf team.
Hi, I'm Nick Campagna. I'm the field hockey coach, and everything that I wrote down I can't read now. So when we started out the season, the preseason, we actually walked down the hallway and picked out a place to hang our plaque right before we started even practicing. And it's a great thing that today we get to give those plaques out and we'll hang one up. So that's something that's pretty awesome. Team finished 10-3-6. I know that's a lot of ties, but sometimes scoring's a little tough in field hockey. So we had a great season. And they were EAC champs for the first time in a few years. So congratulations to that group. We're going to start with 8th grader Alexis Levine. Freshman Joelle Cameron. Freshman Sophia Nelson. Freshman Isabel Waldron. We have a freshman who's an EAC All-Star, Enterprise All-Scholastic, Rachel Smith. Another freshman, Haley Devery. And rounding out the freshman group, Emily Cruikshank. Our sophomores were Anna Trott, Elise Pugliafico, and Gianna Messia. We've got quite the group of juniors that are coming back next year and look to carry on something great from this year. So we have Selena O'Connell, Maggie McCafferty, Grace Flynn, Katie Dunn, EAC All-Star Taylor Cruikshank, and so now we're on to the seniors and a first-year player who was an EAC All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic, goalie Joel Smith. And senior Hannah Rolfe. Joel, you're not coming up? We have captain, EAC All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic Sophie Morse. And a captain and an EAC All-Star Kelsey McClellan. And also a senior Emily LaRosa. And next, you guys good? You all set? We have cross country next.
One of the, well, I should say, there's many elements to cross country. You know, a lot of people think, oh, we just line them up on the line, fire the gun, and they're off and running. And that is the case, but sometimes it's a grassy course, sometimes it's a road course, sometimes there's lots of hills, sometimes it's flat as a pancake. One of the elements that's often not thought of about cross country, but actually plays a major factor, is weather. As Shay mentioned earlier, how it rained all but 2 days in this entire spring. And it actually rained a lot, if you remember, back fall as well. Our course runs behind the parking lot right behind me down in that grassy area. Whenever it rains, half of the water that lands on top of the school drains into that area. So by the time our 27th rainstorm happened over the fall, there was a swamp in that parking lot. And when you have a swamp and you have a cross-country course, you don't move the cross-country course. You just run right through the water. And that's what our athletes did, even though some of their opponents chose to wimp out and try and run around the water and not get their tootsies wet. But the Wildcats were tough all season long, and it showed because, once again, both teams were the Mayflower champions. For the boys, I think it was the 8th time this decade, and for the girls, you got to take off your shoes in order to count how many times they've actually won the title in a row for the Mayflower League. So that was a great start, but we actually had our eyes set on the MIA Division Championships, which take place over in Rentham on a nice muddy course due to all that rain. And last year, in 2017, the boys team qualified for the first time for the state meet. And the girls qualified last year as well. Now, they were trying to repeat as qualifiers. In order to qualify for the state meet, you have to be one of the top 4 teams in a race that could potentially include up to 51 schools. And both teams actually came away and did qualify because apparently they had so much fun doing it in 2017, they wanted to do it again in 2018. The highlight of that day was actually because there are 6 divisions, so there's thousands and thousands of runners there. Of those thousands and thousands of girls, only 6 of them in the entire eastern part of the state are able to win a race and be named an Eastern Mass Division champion. And one of them's in this room, and that's Caitlin Caprellian. So Caitlin, great job. So by qualifying for the state meet, that meant that the racers were now heading off to Western Mass in November. And for those of you who are from Western Mass in November, you know that that doesn't mean rain, that means snow. So when they ran their final race of the season, both teams were running through 6 inches of snow in Stanley Park in Westfield. And they did an absolutely wonderful job. And so I'd like to call up both teams now at this point. We're going to start with the girls because ladies first. We've got our seniors. For starters, senior captain Morgan Doherty. Senior captain, Mayflower All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic Devin McCarthy. Senior captain, Mayflower All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic Caitlin McGrath. Senior captain Jane McNulty. Senior captain Emma Spooner. As previously mentioned, MIA Eastern Mass Division 6 champion Caitlin Caprellian. Mayflower All-Star Joey Kennan. 5-time letter winner Emma Gredlinski. And Mayflower All-Star Hannah Russo. Sophomore Allison Adams. Ella Milne. Mayflower All-Star Lauren Mitchison. And Mayflower All-Star Charlotte Sinowski. Freshman Reagan Mullins. And freshman All-Star Jessica Whitmore. And 2 7th graders who earned their first letters right off the bat, Lauren Berry and Avery Cloutier. 2018 girls cross country team. On the boys' side, we're going to start with senior captain Paul Alfieri. Senior captain Mayflower All-Star Dan Pleach. And senior captain Mayflower All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic Chris Williams. We got 5 juniors that earned their letters this year, starting with good old Gus Caceres, Isaac Cody, Brett Gormley, Josh Poland, and Jefferson Roberts. Sophomore All-Star Chance Bain, and sophomore Chris Pratt. Two freshmen earned their letters this year, Eric Ames and Mayflower All-Star Madsen Anderson. And beating a lot of high school runners this year and earning his letter, 8th grader Evan Caprellian. '18 boys cross country team. And now we'll bring up the soccer coaches.
Hello. Hi, I'm Jim Pooler, the boys soccer coach. I have to find my cheat sheet. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, these guys here get the letters. These guys here? Yep. Okay. 2018 season. It was it was challenging and it was rewarding. It was challenging because we had 53 players come out. We only have 36 uniforms. So rather than make a massive cut, we try to give everybody a chance. So what we did was that we put 19 players on a team. We had the keeper not have a shirt because he can wear his own, keeper shirt. And so that gave us the chance to put 19 on a team. Plus we added a practice squad. So the players that didn't make a team had a chance to practice so that they'll, be able to improve their skills. And also if somebody left a team or if somebody got hurt, there was a chance for them to step up. Okay? And another challenge, too, was we had 7 seniors that graduated the year before. 7 seniors is a lot when you put 11 players on the field. So we had to bring up some young players to fill in the spots. And the underclassmen, the freshmen, well, they ended up doing a great job for us. And another challenging thing was the weather. My 30 years of coaching soccer, I've never had a season like this. The weather was so bad. The field, wasn't safe. We were very fortunate that we didn't have any major players or any players get a major injury. We had one player, he was hurt. He was kicked. He broke his foot. That happened to be our senior midfielder, which is a very important place in the field. And that was our only major injury. Some of the good things that happened was that we, going back to that again, I want to say that we played 10 games in 13 days. We played like nine games in a row, something crazy like that. I've never had anything like that happened before. And we ended up having a practice here indoors. We practiced outside, any place we could find. So we didn't really practice the field in October because of all that rain. And some of the good things that happened was our season was 11-9, which is a very good year for a rebuilding team. We had a freshman keeper, 3 sophomore backs, and at the end of the season, I had 2 starting freshman strikers. So the future looks great. It looks really good for us. But last year to go 11-9 and make the tournament was awesome. And another thing here too is in the tournament, our first game we played against Mashpee, who play in the South Shore League, a very strong league. They were number 3 seeded. They were seeded number 3. We ended up, winning that game with our freshman keeper making 3 stops on the penalty kicks. So it was a great job for by the team and by also our goalkeeper. Did a fantastic job. So I'm really looking forward to next season. It really shows a lot of promise. In handing out this paper here, should I go by? Okay, I'll go by the book here. I was going to read it off of that. Seniors, Lucas Da Silva and Craig Dunn. CJ was one of our Enterprise All-Scholastic, plus he was a team captain. Jeffrey Ward, Jason Palmer, and Luke Sarantopoulos. Luke isn't here now, but he was one of our senior captains, and he was an Enterprise All-Scholastic. Juniors, Noah Al Khalidi. Eddie Andrews. Nate Arce. Jake Diamond and Dylan Dunkley. Next, I want to name my sophomore captain. He's a captain his sophomore year, and I'm looking forward to him being captain the next 2 years. Enterprise All-Scholastic, and also a Mayflower League All-Star, Landon Crowley. Luke Gately, Joe LaRosa, Dominic Souza, now this next guy was also an Enterprise All-Scholastic, Aiden Wells. Freshman Ryan Hume. And for our standout in our playoff game, our freshman keeper, Aiden Reynolds. Chase Ryan and Derek Thorburn.
We started off slow, but finished strong by winning 11 straight games at the end and winning the Mayflower Athletic Conference title, as well as qualifying for the state tournament for the 15th season in a row. The team was led by an incredible group of seniors who know the meaning of hard work and perseverance. It has been a pleasure to watch them grow up, and I know they'll move on to do great things. I'm going to call them up first. First, senior captain Nicole Berglund. We're going to miss Nicole a great deal, and if anybody in this room has had a Berglund bar, you're going to understand we're going to miss those as well. We were happy to welcome back Grace Ginden this year. Come on up, Grace. The mom of the team, as we call her. Another senior captain, Connor McCarthy. Always working hard on the field, helping me out. Senior captain and league all-star and Enterprise All-Scholastic, McKenna O'Neill. League All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic, Amanda Wells. Also a captain. And senior captain and League All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic, Liz Williams. Again, these girls were excellent leaders. Enjoyed having them from the time they were young till now, and we really are going to miss them. They're a great group of girls. We also have two senior managers who you can't, have your season without your managers. We have Abby Adams and Abby McMahon. We have one junior, Alyssa Gill. Our sophomores, Stephanie Brodel, Sarah Hardiman, and Ellie Smith. We have a long list of freshmen. Start with Eva Adams, Natalie Frederickson, Ariana Dragantis, Sophie Roy, Jacqueline Wright, Brooke Joyce, and Maddie Morash. And our three 8th graders, League All-Star and Enterprise All-Scholastic, Shay O'Neill, Marina Duffy, and Amanda Jakes. And football's next.
Good evening. I want to congratulate the football team. Yes, the guys that are waving, yeah. Division 8 South Sectional champions. Absolutely an outstanding job. We had a fantastic group of seniors. We're all leaders. Absolutely made me extremely proud of all the hard work and effort that you put in to everything that you did on and off the field. So my appreciation, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate what you guys did. Coach, you want to say anything?
So, this is my last Boosters banquet. Been coaching here for 24 years. I was hoping to get least a few more years, at least 25. I heard if get to 25, you get a watch or something. But I know. I hope that's not the reason you guys get rid of me. Maybe, I don't know. I would have settled for a whistle. But anyways, I don't know if they got it, but anyways. I've been here for a long time. There's a banner up over there. I was there for the first 89-90. I was on that team, and I was coaching for the last one, the 2010-2011, and obviously this year. The South Sectional Championship. It was awesome. I wish we could have won a few more games and got to Gillette, but whatever. That's what happens. I will miss it. The coaching. I mean, I've never had a year without football since I was, I think, 11 on West Bridgewater, except for college. Played 6 years of college, 2 of them illegal. But I really love coaching. I really love the kids here. It's tough sometimes in West Bridgewater because you don't have a lot of numbers. You don't have a lot of players. So it's kind of like patchwork a lot. Like, you lose one player and then you got to put another player in a fullback, and you got to move another kid to guard, and you got to change jerseys, and you got to fix equipment during the game. But it was fun. I mean, the kids for the most part, all the kids are awesome. They work hard. Football's a selfish sport. You got to put your ego aside to be successful, and I think that's what this year was. A lot of kids did a lot of things that no one will ever know that was why we were so successful. Like, linemen don't get a lot of props, but as good as Christian was, and Christian, you're a great, where are you? You here? In my 24 years, best runner I've ever coached, seen. He's got an unbelievable talent, but he had some awesome guys in front of him. Maddie Condon, where are you? There you are. Not just him, but we had some great linemen this year, too, that really stepped up. And there were holes. We watched them on films on Monday when I wasn't, forced over to the JV field. It was great. You guys really came together. It was fun to watch. I'm going to miss you guys. We had a great senior year. The reason why, these kids worked hard. All season, not just during the football season, off season. They worked out. They cared. They had a passion. And it showed. Like I said, we were one game away from Gillette. The seniors will be missed. You'll all be missed, because I won't see the rest of you next year either. So. I wish the underclassmen well, juniors. Great group of juniors, even though they're not very large in numbers. Devin, Jack, Blue, and I know I missed a bunch, but whatever. Who'd I miss? Sorry. But I really, seriously, over the years I've coached, the last 24 years, coaching, 4 years of playing, whatever, really, really loved it. I'll miss it. And I wish you guys the best. Really, next year I hope you guys do really well. You guys work hard in the off season. And I'm sorry I talked too long, but couldn't help it. So, let's announce these. Ali, Shrimp, come on up. Not here? Should be here. I just saw him the other day. You going, Jack? He's a junior. Well, start there. All right, well, look. Maddie Condon, captain. You only get 3 varsity letters. I'm surprised you get 3. Aiden Donahue. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Aiden Donahue, football, Mayflower Athletic Conference, All-Star. Who did? Matt got one too? Yeah. Where's Matt? Get over here.
Get over there. Don't come over here.
Where is it?
What? He's got it.
Oh, he did. So,
Yeah.
Matt was an all-star as well. Johnny Drabs. Another Mayflower Athletic Conference all-star.
I was part lineman. Half lineman. You wanted to be. See? Okay, I'm all right. I was also told that. Jonathan, go away.
All right, it is Jake Heckman. All right, Jake. They're working on it. Jake. Mike Jones.
Come on, you. My big uglies.
Oh, here we go. Christian Keeling. Yeah, here we go. Co-captain, Mayflower All-Star, Enterprise All-Scholastic, Boston Globe All-Scholastic, Boston Herald All-Scholastic, Shriners Classic football team. Make sure you show up.
I am. Yeah, sure.
By the way, Aiden Donahue has 1 more football letter than he does. Rowan Looney.
He's here.
Rowan.
Was he changing his socks?
Yeah. He's shopping with new socks, whatever. Nick Medico.
I look big ugly. Yeah.
Luke Noyes. Luke was also a captain. Oh, captain he was.
Congratulations. Good luck, Senor. Good luck.
Nick Rosati. I think he's washing cars. Robert Smith. And assistant coach slash great kid, Eric Tattaglia. Did a great job in the booth with the headset, which is a big thing this year with the headsets. Told you we had a lot of seniors. All right, juniors. No, is Ali here, or did he just not come up because he's not a senior? All right, I got it. Jack Duluth. Good job.
Thank you, buddy. Good. Congratulations.
Devin. Joyantis.
Everybody, congratulations. Well deserved.
Oh, my quarterback, Matt Lavoy. Mayflower All-Star, Enterprise All-Scholastic. Josh Mansfield.
Hey. I see you driving the car, and you make me nervous. I'm going to give you a ticket.
Patrick Luke. Seriously? Working? That whole prom thing went to his head. All right. Rocco Silva.
Don't get hurt.
Congratulations. Don't hurt.
Matt Smith. Tyler Stone.
It's very nice, brother.
I can't call you John. Jack Zegiel. Broadway Jack.
Nice job on that play. That was awesome.
All right, sophomores. Russell Flip. Dylan Leonard. Connor Murphy. Johnny Fox. Jack Robichaud. Ben Skinner. Mayflower All-Star.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Congratulations, buddy. Just keep up the good work.
Ben Smith. I also want to mention the JV team. You guys work really hard. It's appreciated. You guys did a great job with the scout team this year. You have a great year next year. You guys learned a lot, and it's going to, you guys are going to have a good year. So thank you again. I really appreciate everything.
Hi, Caitlin Pennington for Fall Cheerleading. Second year coaching with another wonderful fall team. Biggest fall team we've had so far. It's not saying a lot, but it is saying something. So I'll just call them up one by one. Come and get your papers. Leah Chipatelli. Nicola Grossman. Christina Herman. Mackenzie Martin. Josie Fluke. Sarah Corey. I know we don't run much, but let's go. You would keep. Brianna Honore. Kaylee Crivolo. Lindsay McDonald. Veronica Newman. Really coming in, guys. Kate Remy. Olivia Svensson. And I have 3 seventh graders this year. Melanie Gomez, Gianna Ferrara, and Bella Vasquez. And now we're going to hand it, picture, come on, we're good at this. You should, by the number of pictures they take of themselves, you'd think. I'm going to hand it over to varsity volleyball. None of them.
The program was a little out of order, so volleyball is really a fall sport. This was only our second year as a varsity sport, and I think it's just growing and growing every year. The girls are really learning the techniques and the strategies and all the different skills, doing a great job, and I just look forward to the program improving even more. And without looking at the record, like I said, everything has just been improving every year, and we're just happy to have volleyball as a sport now. And I'd like to thank all our players, and here they are. Senior Captain Abby Bedard. Captain Morgan Bellady. Captain Valerie Pugliapico. Abby Robichaud. Captain Gabby Sharkey. Junior Isabella Diaz-Lamb. Grace LaRosa. MAC Volleyball Classic player. Megan Willis. Volleyball Classic and MAC All-Star. Sophomore Colleen O'Toole. Freshman Ashley Jakes. 8th grade Julia Mullen. And I'd like to thank our junior manager, Jenna Millie. And gymnastics is next.
I want to thank the Boosters Club for allowing the BR girls to come today and support their senior captain, Allison Silva. The gymnastics team is a co-op with Bridgewater Rainham, and this year we only had one athlete from West Bridgewater, Allison Silva. If you can come on up so I can embarrass you, please. Without Allison these past 4 years, we wouldn't have 3 Cranberry League championships, including this year, 2 MIA Division I state titles, and 1 New England title. As an individual alone, Allison has qualified for the state individual championship all 4 years. She's been a Cranberry League All-Star in the all-around all 4 years. In the past 3 years, she was a Boston Globe and Boston Herald All-Scholastic for gymnastics. I also want to congratulate Allison on being selected to the Massachusetts High School Senior National Team that was in Fort Myers, Florida, that happened in the beginning of May. Allison was a large part of the team that came in second to New Jersey, only by 1/10 of a point. Allison was also second. Down in Florida Nationals, Allison was second on the balance beam, 9th on floor, and 9th all around in the nation. Congratulations. Alexa, where are you going? The girls are coming up. All right, so from Bridgewater Rainham, we have Cara Devereaux, Karen Olson, Isabel Mioli, Katie Reese, Olivia Camino, Olivia Keys, Mia Manning, Madeline DeAndre, Jillian Hallman, and Allie. This year's team was undefeated in the regular season. We went 9-0. We were second place at the MIA South Sectional. We qualified as New England Championships for our 3rd year, and we were second place, and we were the Cranberry League champions. And we have ice hockey up next.
What about these? I'll give them to you.
You read those out. And give them out.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. So Coach Brawl was not able to make it, so I am going to do it. The hockey team this year, we went 18-5-1 for our overall record, and we went 12-0 in the league play. This is our 3rd straight year of winning the league. We also made it to the vocational championship for the 3rd straight year and won it. We played at Boston University and beat New Bedford Vogue. New Bedford Vogue 5-1. We made it to the MIA tournament as a high seed. The first round, we beat Sandwich, and then we unfortunately lost to Medfield in the second round. We hope to continue winning and get the 4-peat for me in my senior year. Thank you. So first we have Chris Pratt. CJ Smith. Eden Wells. Christian Mayer. Ryan LeBaron. And Keegan Bunker.
Good evening. Coach Mike Antonio for the boys basketball team. First, a huge thank you to the Boosters Club who took care of the freshman boys basketball team this year. They had a great season with Coach Reddington. They finished 6-6 on the year, which was awesome, and it allowed to get a lot more players on the court and really build a program. The JV team had a phenomenal season. They won 17 games. They were 17-3. Pretty awesome, and 2 of the losses were by 3 points. So they were super competitive, and it was good to see. The varsity team also had a winning season. They qualified for the state tournament. The guys came to practice every day and worked their tails off. From the start of the season until the last day, there was growth with each practice individually and as a team. Several of the teams that we lost to earlier in the season, we ended up beating them the second time around and beating them by a pretty decent margin, which is just evidence of the nice growth throughout the year. Starting off, manager Rocco Silva. Freshman class, Aiden Baker. Zach Bellady. Nathan Raza. Junior group, Anthony Ambrose. Stevie Gabriel. Brett Gormley. CJ Ryan. And Jack Shea. We had fantastic senior leadership. These 2 guys were tremendous on and off the court, leading the team, and that's Jake Heckman and Jonathan Whittam. Your boys basketball team.
Hello again. I'd like to say a few words about the girls basketball team this year. Very happy with the season. We finished the regular season undefeated at 20-0. This was the 9th straight year the girls won the conference, beating Westport twice, giving them their only 2 league losses, which was a great accomplishment for us. We had a number of injuries, kids coming in and out during the year, and it was the 38th straight year we made the tournament. a good regular season. We had a tough loss to Cohasset here, if you were here. They shot lights out in the second half. We couldn't shoot, but that's basketball. The biggest thing was it wasn't due to lack of effort. So that's the biggest thing. They fought right down to the end. We were very upset with the loss. Cohasset went on to lose to Coyle in the semis, so we lost to a very good team. So now to introduce the players. The managers first. They're not in the program, but Johnny Tobiah, if she's here, and senior Emily LaRosa, who just does an outstanding job. We had, she always threatened me that she was going to play, but we kept her on the camera. But to be honest with you, we have a program called Crossover, and every game is sent out the night we play, and we get a breakdown of the film. And if it wasn't for Emily over her high school career doing such a terrific job of filming the games, we wouldn't have some of the important information that we need. So thank you, Emily. Freshman, Ashley Jakes. Sophomores, Colleen O'Toole, MAC All-Star, Sarah Corey, and Kelsey Connors, 3-time letter winner. Our juniors, Meg Willis, MAC three-point shooter. She's trying to hide. How many did you make, Meg? 4. That's pretty good. It's better than 3. Emma Radlinsky, Alyssa Gill, and Mary Bajukas. All these guys did a great job this year. Now for our seniors. She was riddled by injury this year, but Abby Robichaud, who got a concussion given to her by, who gave it to you, Abby? Oh, that's right, Abby Bedard. A little inter-squad fight, but it's okay. And now for our senior captains. 2 of the greatest captains I've ever had. Mary, I said Mary Bajukas. Oh, she's not here. See, I said it. So these kids were real. I think the thing about these 2 individuals, not only are they great players on the floor, but off the floor. You look for senior leadership, not necessarily on the floor, but in the locker room when things don't go well. And they never had one practice that I can remember when they didn't give 100+%. They never got down, or not seemingly. I'm very proud to have had the privilege to coach these 2 young ladies. So, Abby Bedard and Morgan Doherty. Next will be winter track.
We're actually going to do cheer, because I can't run. Thank you. Winter cheer, a very different team than fall cheer, a much younger team. But they're adorable, and I like them anyway. We're just going to go right through it. Christina Herman. Kaylee Cribolo. Hallie Hackinson. Jacqueline Wright. Olivia Khalil. And the second half of my team is all 7th graders. So, cheerleading's about to get real good. Reese Bunker, Melanie Gomez, Maya Hebert, Juliana James, and Lucy Pimentel. And now winter track.
All right. Good evening. I know it's getting
you know, some long-winded things. Mine's going to be real short. Coach Robert and Gett, this has been my second season here coaching with Coach Allison and Coach Ponce, who couldn't be here. And I can't say how thankful I am for the track family we've created and the track family that both teams have created, because without you guys, it just wouldn't be as great as it is every season. I can't be happier in any other place. So for this season's boys winter track team, a couple of highlights. 3 broken records. The boys 4x200 team. The 300-meter record went down to Landon Crowley, and the high jump record went down to Jack Zigiel on Jack's magical night at Wheaton. I'd also like to thank the following people for stepping up and being willing to do absolutely anything and everything they could have been asked for, and that would be Jeff Roberts, Madison Anderson, Chance Bain, and Sam Souza. And of the captains that we had some fantastic people helping out with the team, doing everything the coaches could have possibly asked them. The 2 that really stood out would be Luke Noyes, Noah Orlando, and to be honest, I think Noah was being pushed a little bit by Nick Medico. So congratulations to those 3 people right there. Could not run this team without you guys. Okay, without further ado, here we go. Varsity leaders this year, starting with the freshmen, Madsen Anderson and Eric Ames. Then we go to the sophomores, Sam Souza, Landon Crowley, and Chance Bain. With those 5 people, our future is looking very bright. Our juniors, Gabe Levine, Jeff Roberts, Paul Vieira, and Jack Zigiel. And our seniors, which really have carried this program for several years, not just this year. Chris Williams, Dan Leach, Jason Palmer, Noah Orlando, Luke Noyes, Nick Medico, Leandro Mascarenas, and last but not least, Matthew Dombrowski. One last thing. There were 4 people that were able to go to the state meet this season, and for the first time in about 12 seasons of coaching track and field at different schools, this is the first time I've ever come home where everybody got a medal and everybody placed. So congratulations to this team. Next up is Coach Allison with girls track.
I'm going to be filling in tonight for Coach Ponce, who I'm sure many of you are well aware is expecting a family addition soon, perhaps very soon. I'd like to add my 2 cents that this was Coach Ponce's first year as the head coach of the girls team, and she did a terrific job. I know that the girls all enjoyed practicing and competing for her, and it was great team unity, great cohesion, so she did a terrific job, and I'm sure she'll be looking forward to coaching again next year and into the future. So she wrote a speech that I will read. It goes as follows. The girls' winter track team had an excellent season, finishing the season 5-2. Sadly, the league championship was canceled. However, we did have 3 girls qualify for the divisional states meet, and that includes Caitlin McGrath, Ellie Smith, and Shay O'Neill. It was also many personal records achieved this season. The Mayflower League chose senior Nicole Berglund as the recipient of the MIAA Honors Breakfast, which recognizes a student athlete for being a leader, an outstanding citizen, and as a positive role model for the team. I can add parenthetically that all of that is true, and that Nicole, that's a very prestigious honor to get. Only one person from the league is chosen, so congratulations to Nicole for that. Along with Nicole as a captain, there was also Devin McCarthy, Caitlin McGrath, Emily Outerbridge, and Gabriela Gutierrez. The captains were instrumental to me as a coach and the entire team. The girls developed a big sister, little sister mentor program this year that will carry over into the future. The team could not have had the successful season it did without the support of these incredible girls. To the entire team, from motivating each other at practice to cheering on their fellow Wildcats at meets to singing on the bus ride home, you're all what this is all about. You have each pushed yourself individually and as a group. I could not be prouder of each of you, and all of you managed to balance as student athletes. You helped to inspire and motivate me. For me, this season was my first as head track coach. I will cherish the memories we made, and thanks to all. One of my favorite memories was when Joey Kennan baked her first ever cake, and the girls surprised me with a gender reveal party, which I might add was quite the thing. To see them share in the joy of my first pregnancy is a testament to their character. I'll absolutely miss the seniors, and congratulations to each of them. I'm looking forward to another great season next year, but this one will always remain special. Thank you, Coach Ponce. So to call up the girls on the team this year, start with the seniors: Nicole Berglund, Devin McCarthy, Caitlin McGrath, and Emily Outerbridge. Juniors: Gabriela Gutierrez, Caitlin Caprellian, Joey Kennan, Grace LaRosa. Sophomores: Megan Bonarago, Savannah McDonald, Ella Milne, Lauren Mitchinson, Kate Remy, Elizabeth Smith, Anna Trapp. Also freshman Reagan Mullins. Grade 8, Talia Donahue, Lucidia Gurley, Sarah Kierton, Alexis Levine, Shay O'Neill. And finally, last but not least, the team managers: Allison Adams, Gianna Masaya. Great job, everyone. Next up is, I think, softball.
The softball team's having a very good season. We're 14-5. A couple of those losses were to great teams. Brockton, Division I. We lost them the first time, I believe 6-1, and we came back and played them the second time, and it was a 2-1 game. They've been very competitive with all the teams. We have a very young team this year, and everybody's really stepped up, and everybody's doing a great job. The weather's obviously been interesting this season. Usually we're worried about snow in the beginning, but this whole season's been, we started off great in the beginning, and it's been rain every day, trying to get out on the fields. And everybody's just been doing a great job adapting and overcoming. We also have, this is the last week of softball, we have 3 more games. Thursday's our senior night, so please come out and support our seniors. And then our last game of the season is a league game to hopefully tie the league with Holbrook this year. So please come and cheer us on. First, I'll start with our managers, Gabby Paulding and Joelle Cameron, who have been a great help to us this year. And we'll start with our seniors. Captain, Morgan Doherty. Morgan's played for me for 4 years and has been excellent and always coming out with a smile on her face and working hard. Senior, Emily Outerbridge. Emily's been a great addition to the team, always willing to help out and work hard. Juniors, Lauren McNeil. Megan Willis. Sophomores, Alexis Anderson, Kelsey Connors, Colleen O'Toole is our captain and our Max Preps National High School Player of the Week. Freshman Natalie Fredrickson, Ashley Jiggs, Isabel Waldron, and our 8th graders, Lexi Levine, Billy Martel, and Olivia Raza. And CF Baseball.
Good evening. The baseball team is in the midst of a good season. We're currently 12-6. We have 1 game left. That's this Thursday. It's a league game. We are currently 9-0 in the league. We'd like to, run the gamut and finish 10-0, but we'll see how that goes on Thursday. We did qualify for the tournament for I can't even tell you how many years in a row now. 10th, 11th, 12th. I'm not really sure. And we took a little bit of a hiatus from winning the league championship last year, and we decided to take it back this year. So I'm proud of you guys for doing that. Starting off, I want to start off with my manager. He is my right-hand man. He gives me all the information. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, James. James Piesco. Eighth grader, Stephen Nardelli. Eighth grader, Kurt Heath. For our freshman, Derek Thorburn. Nathan Raza. Will Mader. And Joey LeClaire. For our sophomores, Connor Murphy. Paul McCafferty. John Dragonetti. And one of my captains, Landon Crowley. For my juniors, Tyler Stone, Nick Souza, Matt Lavoie. Captain Matt Lavoie. And Captain Devin Gigantis. And finally, for my seniors, I know the first two guys on here tonight, Bobby Smith and Andrew LeBlanc. And lastly, oh, you are here. One of my captains, Craig Dunn. And certainly not last, Captain Max Campercio. We find out on June 4th the seedings for the tournament, so our goal right now is to have a home game. It will be the first home game on this field, and hopefully you'd like to see everybody down there cheering the boys on. They deserve it. Thank you. Now here's Mr. Antonio with the boys tennis team.
All right, boys tennis. These guys have had another fantastic season that is still underway. We won the league championship for the second year in a row, which is phenomenal and hasn't been done in a while. The team is currently 13-1, and we have 2 matches left with Cardinal Spellman that we have to finish up before the deadline, and then we find out the tournament seeding Friday early afternoon at some point. So once that's out, come out and support the tennis team for the state tournament next week, and we look to do some damage there for sure. Starting with 7th grader, Noah Schneeweiss. Freshman who is currently undefeated at number 2 singles, Tommy Sheedy. Chase Ryan. Dominant at the number 1 single spot. He made it to the Elite 8 in the South Sectional State Individual Tournament. That's Graham Russo. Ryan's first year on the team, and he's been phenomenal. He's picking it up quick and a great athlete. Ryan Hume. Same thing for Zach Bellady, a little ankle injury that slowed him down, but he's been doing awesome. And Billy Bassett. The sophomores, also undefeated, Aiden Wells. CJ Smith. Another undefeated player, Charlie G. Luke Gately. The junior class, Nate Arcee. And Brett Gormley. Co-captains on the team who have been there all along, and they've really built this program, and it's been a consistent group of guys for the last few years. Phenomenal leaders, great seniors, Jackson Mason and Ethan Putnam. All right. your boys tennis team.
Thank you, Mr. Antonio. Following on their heels, the girls varsity tennis enjoyed their best season so far. We're currently 9-6, and we're headed into postseason play as well. I'm more than happy to say that every member of our team got to play this year in at least one match. And our first singles player, co-captain Hannah Russo, really deserves to be singled out for her outstanding record. Her stats speak for themselves. As out of the 26 completed sets she played, in 21 of those she never gave up a game. And of the 174 games she played, she only gave up 10. However, her stellar play against league rival Westport ended the undefeated streak of a Westport first singles player who was also a junior, but who had been undefeated since the 8th grade. We're seeing two of our players go off to college. Co-captain Valerie Pugliafico will be studying at Washington and Lee in Virginia, and Parker McGettrick will be heading to URI. To fill the co-captain position for next year, I'm happy to say joining Hannah Russo will be Elise Pugliafico. Introducing this year's players. Parker McGettrick, seniors Parker McGettrick, and co-captain Valerie Pugliafico. Juniors, Grace Flynn, Kiara Leo, Captain Hannah Russo, Jenna Schlosser, Mary Sheedy, sophomores, Jillian Cockcroft, Angelina D'Agostino, Haley Cribolo, Ella Mill, and Elise Pugliafico. Freshmen, Emily Cruikshank, Emma Marchetti, and Rachel Smith. 8th grade, Isabella D'Agostino. Congratulations, ladies. Up next is track and field.
Hello, everyone. I'll be brief, just a couple quick points to make here. This season, the boys track team went 6-2, which is very good. For the last 5 years or so, the Mayflower League has kind of been dominated by 2 teams, and then there's everybody else. And we're kind of the top of that everybody else tier. So very good job to the boys. If you look in your program, you'll also see that we have a fair amount of freshmen and sophomores who letter. And that can be difficult in track and field. A lot of times the upperclassmen gobble up all the points. So I love when the younger classmen get enough points to letter. Congrats to those guys. And I just wanted to kind of give a special shout out, especially to the seniors. We had a very enduring core of seniors, guys that have been on the team for a long, long time, some of them since middle school. And we're really going to miss those guys. So I'm going to start by calling up those guys for their awards. So our first 3 I wanted to mention, guys can come on up. That is Matt Congdon, Nick Medico, and Noah Orlando. These 3 gentlemen are the heart and soul of our throwing squad. They're all fantastic leaders. They're great role models. They're great athletes. Really, really going to miss having these guys around. Just going to miss you guys. You were great. Our sprinting squad for seniors was dominated by Matt Dabrowski and Leandro. And these guys have been just terrorizing the league in the sprints for at least a couple of years now, Matt for several years. And sprinting is one of those things that's very hard to teach or to coach. So when you're fortunate enough to have an athlete that's naturally just a quick runner, you're a lucky coach. So really going to miss having these guys on the team. And lastly, for the seniors, Chris Williams. Chris has been a distance runner for basically his entire track career, and then he's kind of slowly whittled his way down to shorter distance stuff. And this year he was our best 400 runner, so another guy we're really, really going to miss. All right, on to the juniors. Coming up when I call your names, guys, we had Eddie Andrews, Isaac Cody, Jeff Roberts, Paul the Iceman Vieira, Matt Wright, and Jack Ziegler. Then we got sophomores, Chance Bain, Chris Pratt, and Sammy Souza. And lastly, our 4 freshmen, Eric Ames, Madison Anderson, John Hoggerl, and Jason Pollock. Nice job, guys. Girls track is up next.
All right, I'm Coach Daly, and we had a great spring for the girls track team. We went 8-0 and won the league again. It's been definitely a few years in a row I lost track, but we had a great group of kids. Like the other spring coaches have said, we definitely had to brave some difficult weather. I think we had our first sunny meet last weekend, so the kids definitely were tough. They showed up every day. Our seniors that I want to talk about for a minute really did lead the way. They certainly helped bring all the girls together. They were kids that we could count on, not only just to lead warm-ups, but also to make sure they're always helping out the younger athletes. Those of you who haven't seen a track meet, there's a lot going on. The coaches are usually working to keep results and don't always have time to direct all the kids where to go. So we really do rely on our upperclassmen. And these 3 seniors did an awesome, awesome job and will certainly be missed. So to call these ladies up first, Nicole Berglund, Devin McCarthy, and Caitlin McGrath. And again, these girls have been with the program since their 7th grade year and hard workers. It's going to be weird to not have you guys out in the track. Thank you for all of your help out this year. Our juniors, Katie Dunn, Alyssa Gill, Caitlin Caprellian, Joey Kennan, and our manager, who could not be here today, but was certainly invaluable to us in terms of helping us keep results and keep track of everybody's performances, Haley Nader. Our sophomores, first off, League All-Star, Lauren Mitchison, Kate Remy, Charlotte Sinaski, and double League All-Star and Eastern Mass Division 4 state qualifier, Ellie Smith. Our Eastern Mass Championship was this past Sunday, and Ellie ran a personal best by 4 seconds in the mile, finishing 4th place overall, which was awesome. Another league all-star, Anna Trott. Freshman Jacqueline Wright. We had a strong 8th grade contingent that certainly helped us out in a lot of our meets. Talia Donahue. Marina Duffy. Lasadia Gurley. Chloe Hume. Another girl who competed with us this past weekend at the D4 Championship, Amanda Jakes. Sarah Curtin. League All-Star and another Eastern Mass Division 4 competitor, Shay O'Neill. Some 7th graders, Allie Bassett. Rachel Giddich. And Juliana James. All right, we had a great season. Very proud of these ladies. Congratulations. 2018-19 Girls Track and Field.
Awesome, well done. So we're just going to move right on into our jacket award winners tonight. And if you guys, I'm just going to call your names. Please just continually come up and then go over and sit in the stands. And we're going to just try to get this moving along. Thank you guys so much. So here we go, our jacket award winners. Abigail Adams, Eva Adams, Noah Al-Khalidi, Anthony Ambrose. Come on up, you guys, if you're in there. Yep, come up, get it, and then sit in the stands. Did I get Eric Ames, Madsen Anderson, Ed Andrews, Nathaniel Arce, Chance Bain, Stephanie Brodel, Augustus Caceres, Maximilian Capercio, Kelsey Connors, Anthony D'Agostino, Katie Flynn, Luke Gately, Charlie G, Brett Gormley, Gabriela Gutierrez, Jake Heckman, Christina Herman, Brianna Honore, Michael Jones, Kaylee Crivolo, Grace LaRosa, Andrew LeBlanc, Lindsay McDonald, Mackenzie Martin, Leandro Mascarenas, Maggie McCafferty, Abigail McMahon, Nicholas Medico, Ella Milne, Joshua Poland, Jonathan Potts, a couple more, Katie Remy, Abigail Robichaud, Jack Shea, Rocco Silva, Charlotte Sinaski, Ben Skinner, Matt Smith, Rachel Smith, Robert Smith, Tyler Stone, Dante Ventresco, Aiden Wells, Jessica Whitmore, and John Zegiel. Well done, everybody. Nice job. That means go right up in the stands once you receive your jacket. Thank you, Nick and Audra. Congratulations, everyone. All right, we're going to move on into our Senior Plaque Award winners. Again, you guys, I'm just going to call your names. If you can come up, they should be in order. Thank you, Nick and Audra. You guys rock. I know that's not easy over there. So here we go. Abigail Adams, Paul Afiri, Abigail Bedard, Morgan Melody, Nicole Berglund, Maximilian Capercio. Come on up, you guys. Here we go. Matthew Cogden, Lucas Da Silva, Anthony D'Agostino, Morgan Doherty, Matthew Dombrowski, Aiden Donahue, Jonathan Drass, Craig Dunn, Jefferson Glaude, Grace Ginden, Jake Heckman, Michael Jones, Christian Keeling, Emily LaRosa, Andrew LeBlanc, Rowan Looney, Kelsey McAleen, Leandro Mascarenas, Connor McCarthy, Devin McCarthy, Parker McGettrick, Caitlin McGrath, Abigail McMahon, Jane McNulty, Nicholas Medico, Sophia Morse, Luke Noyes, McKenna O'Neill, Noah Orlando, Emily Outerbridge, Jason Palmer, Daniel Pleach, Valerie Poliafico, Nicholas Rosati, Abigail Robichaud, Hannah Rolfe, Lucas Sarantopoulos, Gabriella Sharkey, Allison Silva, Joel Smith, Robert Smith, Emma Spooner, Eric Tartaglia, Dante Ventresco, Kevin Weatherby, Amanda Wells, Jonathan Whitman, Christopher Williams, and Elizabeth Williams. Congratulations, everyone. Again, thanks so much. I'm very fortunate to announce a couple special awards tonight. First, we have the Thompson Award. And I've been fortunate enough to kind of email Richard Thompson back and forth, and I can't tell you, he's so proud to be a Wildcat and so proud to be able to, do these awards for the kids. So please know that. I tried to get him to come, but he wouldn't. Maybe next year. So the Richard Thompson is an alumni of West Bridgewater High School who played basketball and ran cross country and track in the 1970s. He was the lead runner on the 1973 championship cross country team. Mr. Thompson created this award for the male and female athletes who have earned the most letters during their high school career. And there's a male and a female, and our female winner is Devin McCarthy. And our male winner is Christopher Williams. Our next award goes to our MIAA student ambassadors, and these students were chosen by their coaches. The goal of the student ambassador is to promote community service and share information about the MIAA educational athletics initiatives with students across the state, and these individuals were chosen by your coaches. Well-deserved, Abigail Bedard, Jack Shea, and Connor McCarthy. So our final award of the night, which is a very special award, and I would love to have met this person. He sounds like an absolutely amazing individual, is the Robert Dwyer Award. Bobby Dwyer was a student, a teacher, and coach here at West Bridgewater. He exemplified the meaning of the word respect. He had respect for every human being he came in contact with. Bobby Dwyer performed above and beyond expectations in football, basketball, and baseball. And as a result of his contributions to his high school as a student, an annual Coaches Award was credited in 1969. This award is given each year to the graduate who best exemplifies the character of Bobby Dwyer. And again, we have a male and female award winner. And our female award winner goes to Nicole Berglund. And our male award winner goes to Aiden Donahue.